I'm in the problems now with my personal security because I got 5 fatwas from Pakistan, from many Arab countries, where imams and mullahs said that I had to be killed. Today you see in Holland that not only when it comes to immigration, but also when it comes to other issues, that people are not afraid to say it anymore. You know, that's one of the differences of last week. People were whispering to one another in the last few years that, okay, I vote for this PVV and this Wilders guy, but they said it while having a coffee at their work instead of publicly. And now people are, for the first time in Holland, they are proud to do so. They say it at work, they say it when they go to the gym, they say it on a party, a birthday party with their neighbors. So at the end of the day, we make this criticism normal because we know that the elite who is ignoring it and who is calling us racist, but we are everything but racist. In Holland and in so many other countries, the indigenous people are the people that are discriminated against. It's not the people who are entering our country. In Holland, people get housing, asylum seekers get housing, and they get preferential housing before the Dutch indigenous people. So who is discriminating who? And people are really angered about that.
I believe there are 2 things that Americans should do. First, learn your lessons from Europe. Learn your lessons for Europe. Islam already arrived at America, but it's just, don't think it's a long way before you become the second Europe. Islam will conquer before you know it. Be resilient, stand up and fight for your freedom and against Islam. And second, please, maybe the most important thing I ask Americans to do is re-elect President Donald J. Trump. I believe... Do I have a problem with Islam? Yes, I do have a problem with Islam. I think it's a fascist ideology. I think we should stop the Islamization of our society. But through democracy, through policies that get a majority in our parliaments. I believe Islam is a violent and dangerous religion and even a retarded culture.
Is Islam more than just a religion?
But Islam is not a religion. I know it sounds crazy, and I know I don't get a lot of support for that idea, but I strongly believe that Islam might be dressed up as a religion. I always use one example to prove it. There are many more. That, like in communism and fascism, the penalty is death if you want to leave it. I mean, you cannot leave Islam. If you're an apostate, if you're a renegade, the penalty is death. And even today, in our societies, let alone in the Islamic societies, it is enacted upon. You know, people are killed for that reason. You can leave Christianity, you can leave Judaism. So, and the other point is that Islam wants to rule. The word, as you know, Islam means to subjugate, wants to rule and dominate and subjugate not only a person's life, but also a whole society. You know, the rule of God, the rule of Allah, the rule of the Quran and the Hadith is the rule of the society. You know, they are not. I'm not talking about all Muslims, I'm talking about the ideology. And the ideology cannot integrate and assimilate in a society. It wants to dominate it and wants to subjugate with violence. The Quran is full of more violence and anti-Semitism than Mein Kampf, for instance. People, academics have proved that.